Good evening, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to KGNS News at 6. I'm Tim Gutierrez and has the night off. There's new information on this morning's fatal accident at a busy South Laredo intersection. Police have released the identity of the two women who died as a result. This was a sight as police worked the scene at the intersection of Cuatro Vientos and Sierra Vista at about 7:30 this morning. Police say Rosalinda Lugo and Cynthia Belman were ejected from the vehicle and did not survive that crash. We're told Belman was 5 months pregnant. They were reportedly passengers of a black Chrysler driven by Jose Gallegos. He was airlifted to a San Antonio hospital. Investigators say neither Belman or Lugo were wearing seatbelts. The person in the vehicle they crashed with was not injured. Another person was killed at that same intersection less than a year ago. With drivers complaining about that intersection in the past, we asked on Facebook if you or anyone you know has had an accident or close call at Cuatro Vientos and Sierra Vista. Daniela says there is no need for traffic lights. It's a loop. Lots of people don't do a complete stop. They just stop and go. You can take part in the conversation at facebook.com/KGNSTV and be sure to follow us on Twitter at KGNS News. Happening right now, after some last-minute maneuvers, it looks like a 2015 spending plan will pass the Senate to keep the government going. That's under two key provisions by Republicans: tougher Wall Street regulations and getting rolled back. And federally insured funds could again be used by banks to make high-risk investments.
And when they make a whole lot of money, they get richer.
There are hikes for health research, funding cuts for the EPA. That way the defense gets fully funded for the fight against ISIS, as well as government agencies like the CDC, except Homeland Security. With this plan, they only get funding through February. Over the last few days, more than 20 cases of debit card abuse have been reported to the police department from one bank in particular. The Laredo Federal Credit Union is working with the police department to find out where these transactions are being charged to. The majority are happening out of town in San Antonio and Austin. For now, the bank is beefing up its restrictions and debit card usages as a preventative measure.
Right now, what we're asking the communities to be aware of these things. They're probably just as common practice anyway.
Well, police add if you're shopping online, you buy from a secure website. They're still investigating that situation there. Now it's time for our first look at weather, and what a beautiful day in our part of South Texas. 73 degrees right now. Cloudy skies, though, so that humidity quite high as we speak. Winds out of the south-southeast at 10 miles per hour. After 2 decades of serving Webb County as a judge, he says goodbye to his staff and the community. Judge Oscar Martinez was elected as justice for the peace Precinct 4, Place 1 since November of 1991. Martinez has combated truancy and disciplinary problems in the community with the use of community resources throughout his term, working alongside other programs in the county as well.
I want to thank everybody for supporting me for so many years.
He also leads a new program in conjunction with the U.S. Border Patrol to help guide at-risk youths. Thousands of worshipers are paying homage to the Virgen de Guadalupe in Laredo, as they are in Mexico City. The faithful came from across Mexico and Latin America. Many approached the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe on their knees. Some came holding images of the Virgin. The Virgin is said to have appeared to an Indian peasant by the name of Juan Diego back in December of 1531. Inside the image of the Blessed Virgin hangs on a wall where it is said to have survived fire, flood, and even a bomb attack. Still ahead, the holiday season is just around the corner, but a Toys for Tots program is hurting for toys. In about 5 minutes, find out how you can help.